Hey, what's up, guys? It's Dustin back with another Listening Room album review. Today, I want to talk about an album that celebrated its 30th anniversary yesterday. 30th birthday, turned the big 3-0, originally released on April 16th, 1991. A supergroup of sorts formed between two bands. One band, what would become another band, in tribute to yet another band. Talking about the debut and only studio album by Temple of the Dog. Um, this band formed by Chris Cornell with Jeff Ament and Stone Gossard, formerly of the band Mother Love Bone. Um, The band formed as a tribute to Chris Cornell's friend, roommate, and Mother Love Bone vocalist Andrew Wood, who had just passed away. And Stone Gossard, along with Jeff Ament, played with Wood in Mother Love Bone, so Cornell approached them about doing some type of tribute to their friend. And this record was actually originally only intended to be a single with two tracks. The first two tracks that Cornell wrote with the lyrics directly dealing with Andrew Wood's death. And once the band got together and they fleshed out the band with Soundgarden drummer Matt Cameron and guitarist Mike McCready, who would later go on to be in Pearl Jam alongside Stone Gossard, Jeff Ament, as well as Matt Cameron. Once they all started jamming and realized that they had something, it went from being a single to being a full-fledged album. Now, Pearl Jam did not even exist as a band yet at that time, and in fact, they were just forming their new project, which at the time they were calling Mookie Blaylock. I know it gets really confusing here. And they had their would-be vocalist, who was actually only around for an audition at the time, Eddie Vedder. Eddie Vedder would set in on some of the Temple of the Dog sessions and spontaneously provided some backup vocals for one of the songs, the song that this album is best known for, Hunger Strike, and the rest is history. It ended up being the biggest hit that the band ever had, and this is really different from the stuff that Chris Cornell was known for at the time. I think prior to this, Soundgarden had released Louder Than Love, which was heavy and loud and abrasive, and this is not. This is not any of those things. This is much more subdued, much more laid back. Songs like Four Walled World or Wooden Jesus or Times of Trouble, really not the stuff that Cornell was known for at the time. Um, Definitely a lot more mellow sound. As I said, originally the album was only going to be a two-track single. The first song that Cornell wrote, Say Hello to Heaven, which lyrics dealt directly with Andrew Wood's death, and the second track on the album, Reach Down. Really cool song that turns into like this 11-minute just jam session with these guys. And that was going to be the original album. And but then they fleshed it out and did I think there's 10 tracks altogether on here. And yeah, man, this is a seminal 90s grunge. I hate that word grunge. It's such a generalization of so many great bands. But you guys know what I'm talking about when I say the word. Temple of the Dog, great record. When this was initially released, neither one of the bands who made this up had really found the success that they would go on to find. This was released in April of 91, and I don't know if grunge had quite made its impact yet, but Fast forward a year down the road, and Soundgarden drops this bad boy. Okay? Badmotorfinger, Rusty Cage, Outshined. They're everywhere. The same time, Pearl Jam drops this bad boy. 10, Even Flow, Alive, Black, Jeremy. Jeremy was on MTV every 20 minutes. Both of these bands blow up at the same time. The record label says, hey, we have this project that has both of these hugely successful bands on it. Let's re-release the Temple of the Dog record. They'll make a video for Hunger Strike. And that's how it happened. Cool record. Tribute to a fallen brother. And, songs like Say Hello to Heaven definitely take on even more meaning with the passing of Chris Cornell. But there you go, man. Temple of the Dog, 30 years old. 30 years. Crazy. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this album. How old were you when you first heard this? And we'll see you next time.